Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Ty with another new bullish crypto analysis. And before we dig in and take a look at Bitcoin's daily analysis, remember this is for edutainment only and not to be considered as financial advice. Additionally, I would appreciate it very, very much if you could help spread my analysis to others, especially those who are new or those who just need consistent analysis of similar coins. And by you can help by smashing the like, ringing my bell, hitting subscribe if you haven't, and also share your thoughts in the comments section. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. So without much further ado, let's dive into the news, and then we'll take a look at the charts. By the way, I prepped these stuff up, and then I had to go to an event, and so I'm just coming back to this my prep the charts and the diagrams and stuff that I prepped earlier. So by the time you see this, it might be several hours later. So the analysis should still be good though, but the price may be slightly different by the time you watch this. So bear that in mind. So let's dive into the news. According to Bitcoin news here, I need my mouse highlighter so you can see where I'm pointing. According to Bitcoin magazine, Bitcoin is a liquid alternative to cash, says Elon Musk, Tesla. And we all know Elon is bullish on crypto, and Tesla has held Bitcoin. And in their SEC filing, Tesla doubled down in its Bitcoin investment as a liquid alternative to cash. So nice to have one of the coolest car company in the world supporting Bitcoin. I'm not so sure about Dogecoin though. Bitcoin, okay. Dogecoin, I don't know. But hey, diversity is good. Also, according to Bitcoin magazine, Goldman Sachs partners with the Coinbase for bank's first Bitcoin-backed loan. Goldman Sachs is one of the major bank in the world, and they've been moving towards and helping promote crypto. So it's nice to see a traditional bank, not being so resistant in adopting change. And I think their strategy would do really well for them. Basically, Coinbase collateralized Bitcoin for a cash loan with Goldman Sachs, the terms of the which are currently undisclosed. I think this is helps expand crypto towards give crypto more exposure, Bitcoin in particular, and also give others in more traditional finance area exposure to Bitcoin. But here's my thing: I think you can get better deals from like Nexus or one of the Aave or one of the other DeFi providers. So, but hey, let's wait and see what the details come out with, what they come out with. Argentina's largest bank. This is, I think, Bitcoin magazine too. Dang, that's a lot of cool articles coming out of there. Argentina's largest private bank now allows users to buy Bitcoin. So more traditional banks or traditional finance companies getting into crypto. So good. In my opinion, it's either adopt or die. So, do you want to be the Netflix or do you want to be the Blockbuster? Even Netflix will someday be the Blockbuster of yesteryear if they don't adopt, So, according to Cointelegraph, Bitcoin ATM installation slowdown continues for the fourth month in 2022. And for a while there, Bitcoin ATMs and the crypto ATMs were like popping up in various urban areas. But it seems like they're slowing down. And you can see the chart here. But I get why people would want to use Bitcoin, crypto ATMs, exchange for cash, etc. But I've yet to ever have a need for that. So, but hey, but it's interesting. I just don't think it's a sustainable model. Bitcoin ATMs. This article is from NewsBTC, and it's titled "Bitcoin Holders Trigger Largest Capitulation in Its History, Bears Horizon on for BTC." And basically, they're talking about a Glassnode report on Chain Analytics, where they talked about how Bitcoin. You see here they show this chart, this metric here. Let me zoom in so you can see. Here we go. I hope that's better for you. So during these bottoms here, this one explains it pretty well up here. Bitcoin's price has been moving in that range. This is why those levels. Maybe I should go up a little bit so you can see. Glassnode records an increase in the number of BTC exchange in hands over the past months. This change lifted the threshold at which BTC investors record losses. Those levels are located between 33K and 42K. Therefore, it's no coincidence that BTC's price has been moving in that range. Okay, and this is why those levels could operate as a major support zone in case of further downside. In past bear markets, BTC holders in profit were between 45 to 57 before cryptocurrencies saw a bottom. So they're just saying that there's a potential risk from where this point is, dropping down below. That's how it is. So, in short, blah, 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 blah. This is what they're saying. They're saying there could be a capitulation coming. Lynn Alden. If you don't know who she is, I would recommend you check her out on Twitter. She, I really like her analysis for macro factors, and you can find this one. Go to whatbitcoindid.com, and there's a podcast from her. Check that out. Good, it's a good listen. And follow her on Twitter just to get a broad view. She's pro crypto, but her specialty is macro. Goodness gracious, this guy Craig Wright, CoinGeek. According to CoinGeek, Craig Wright accuses Coinbase Kraken of passing off fake Bitcoin in a lawsuit worth hundreds of billions of pounds. For those of you who don't know who Craig Wright is, he claims to be a Satoshi, and he's been involved in a few lawsuits. And anyways, he's not Satoshi, because all he has to do is move some of those bitcoins in those addresses, and then easy proof enough, right? But nope. This guy just goes on and on. So now he's suing Coinbase, Kraken, yada yada. Dude's ridiculous. El Salvador debt limit looms as Bitcoin bond has yet to launch. So El Salvador has I think about 800 million dollar bond that's due in January, and they were gonna use the Bitcoin bond to help pay for some of that, but their Bitcoin bond launch has been delayed several times, and due to various reasons and whichever partners they're working with, it hasn't panned out. So they're at risk, and they need to pay this bond off. So I think they better get a move on here. At the time when I prepped this chart, BTC was 37.6K, pretty blood red still in the crypto market. Ethereum 2.8K, dominance 19.65. again, at the time when I did this, you can see the crypto market market cap was 1.70, 2.4, no, sorry, down 2.24%. So money was still leaving the crypto market. And here's the trading view chart, 1 day time frame. And let's take a look what happened. Yesterday's analysis predicted BTC would chop around 37.5 to 39. So 37.5 is this green line here. That's the support. And 39 is this reddish line here. So I mentioned they would chop around there. And this is the candle here. It pretty much chopped around there. It ended up chopping at roughly between 37.6 and 38.6K. So pretty close. And at the time when I snapshot this, it was 37.7K with a bearish candle. The current Bitcoin candle is near an area of confluence. And what I mean by that is down in this area, the lower area where the wick is. And what different lines that trends that compose of that area of confluence include this descending channel support here. And I rearranged this slightly because of these things they were pushing down further. So I readjusted so they touched just barely the bottom of the candle wicks. So that's one trend line. And then the other trend line is the 37.5 support resistance, green line here. Then you have the Bollinger Band bottom and the bottom band, all in that same area where that current wick is. Well, this candle wick. By the time you watch this, there might be another candle already. So confluence area right there. So when we want to watch out for that. So could be strong support there. BT. Let's see what else here. Yeah. So BTC remains bearish below the 50-day moving average. This pinkish line here is the 50-day moving average is below that. Again, it's below the Bollinger basis also. And so it's a pretty bearish territory. And the bull market support band, this gray ribbon here, is way below that. So pretty bearish. The nearest support is the 37.5, this green line here. Nearest resistance is this red line here at 39. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, the Bitcoin has been below the Bollinger middle basis for 29 days. 12 and 38 days were the recent periods where it's been below. So it's climbing up there. It's getting close. Just over a week, and then it'll top the last longest period of 38 days. Previous traded volume down in this area is pretty low. Here's the highest traded volume level right here. This red solid line here. Daily volume, you see that it's 2 days in a row. It's just slightly above the moving average. So we're getting a little bit more volume. Not a lot, just about average. The white the white J line of the KDJ dropped back down. You see that it went up slightly and then dropped back down below the blue K and the red D lines. And it was registering at 13. I gave that a bear. Down below, the white MACD line continues to travel below the red signal line, and the white line is registering at negative 1,070, and it's printing it printed the 30th consecutive bearish histogram bar, so I gave that a bear. But notice how thin they are though for a while, for about 2 weeks. The red RSI, blue CVD, and the white MOM are trended. They trended back down. Are trended, and that doesn't make sense. They trended back down. The red RSI line is at 39, which is below The middle 50 mark, I gave that a bear. The blue CVD line here, they all pretty much kind of round at the top and drop back down. The blue CVD line is at 1.810 million, and it's curving down. I gave that a bear too. The white momentum indicator is round at the top and dropping to negative 1,687. I gave that a bear too. So overall, for this 1 day chart, I know you can see a lot of bearish things here, but I'm gonna give it 2 crabs here. And the reason I'm gonna give it 2 crabs, because to me it's gonna be choppy. It's just gonna chop right in this range, right between roughly 37.5 and 39. It's gonna chop, and depending on how the FOMC meeting turns out, and slightly before, like in the morning around 10, 11 o'clock, or 9 o'clock even a.m. in Pacific Standard Time, typically there's some kind of volatility, and then around 1 or 2 p.m., noon to 2 p.m., when the FOMC announced the decisions and hold the press conference, and then there's some more volatility. So with not counting the volatility, it'll range within this green line and this red line here, 37.5K and 39K. That's what my prediction is for this next candle. It's just right in that range. And then the wick up and the wick down might penetrate upward and down, but the body will remain within that range, in my opinion. So 2 crabs for a lot of choppiness, but also keep in mind there might be bearish tendencies based on these indicators below here, but more choppy. Let's take a look at the heat map. At the time when I capture this, we got the 50K sell wall up here and a slight sell wall at 39 here. We got buy walls on the bottom, 36K, a bigger one at 35K, big one at 30K, 25 and 20. And the aggressiveness at this period in time was pretty aggressive buys here. This is aggressive market buys. Here's the liquidations level. We see that there are more money in high leverage 20x to 100x short positions, and then there are for long positions. So these are short positions up here. These are long positions. Take the money from the short positions minus the money in the long positions, then you get the difference, which is this one. It says negative, meaning shorts. Overage of shorts, $1.3 billion in Binance alone, just on high leverage. Yeah, so this is not going to impact the movement of the price, but because it's more macro right now. Macro factors impact the price more than any kind of manipulation or someone taking account of position and influence price in a certain way. And that's it for the this analysis, but I believe I forgot a couple things, and that is basically the want to check out, show you the options max pain. So let's go through a few so you know what they are. You might not be able to see this. Sorry, let me see. Okay, hopefully that helps. So the fourth is predicted to be at around 39. Just gonna save this too. And the fifth is predicted to be 38K. The 6th of May is 39K. And the 13th will be roughly around 39K. So we're looking at roughly between 38 and 39K. That's about what the options max pain is saying. Let's see what else. Let's go take a look at the open interest. Let me shrink this down. Here's open interest. Let's take a look at this. Max this out a little bit. So then, if you've been following me with these charts, the 6, it's got some open interest left here, but not much to write home about. So it's not gonna. What I'm saying is that the options max pain for the next few periods here, it's not gonna, there's not enough open interest left to make a difference. So take it for what it's worth. But when you see a day like this, where on the 24th, where you see a lot of open interest available for calls here and puts. Calls are the options to buy, but not the obligation, and puts are the options to sell, but not the option to sell, but not the obligation. So days like the 24th or the 27th here, 24th of June, 27th of May, those might be days where the max pain might more than likely head towards that direction. You can also take a look at volume too. Up here, here's volume. And see that volumes are contracts that are closed already. Open interest are contracts that are still open and pending. You see here on the 6th, there's a lot of put options here, more than the calls. So a lot people close out these contracts already, and there were more put contracts. That's about it. I'm tired. I think I'm gonna do Luna tomorrow morning instead of today. It's been a pretty busy day, so I'm thinking I'm gonna go to bed. So I'll see tomorrow. I'll make up that Luna tomorrow with AVAX, I believe, and Bitcoin and the news and stuff. So have a good night wherever you are. I appreciate you being here. Smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments section. Peace.